Guys and girls, it's know it time!
Alright, so you learned about the quadratic formula. That was easy. Okay? Quadratic formula is done. Quadratic formula. Again, I want you to take a minute and just write down the formula for me, please. Let's see how you remember it by heart. What the formula is by heart. Darren, what's the formula by heart? Yep. Oh, no. Plus. Yep. 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 Correct? 2a is correct. That's the quadratic formula. I'm going to give you a scenario, and I want you to find the solution. It says solve. Okay. Let's say I did the formula, and I had this. -2 plus minus 50 over 3. Find to 2 decimal places, please. Solve to 2 decimal places. Let's say you use the quadratic formula and you get something like this. Normally on exam, I would say stop, you're done. Okay? Because there's no point making you work anymore. But if I want to be a bit more mean and I say, give it to me in decimals. Find my 2 answers in decimals. This is where you're going to need your calculator. Okay? You have to have 2 cases. So let's do this. I'm going to work with you. Root 50. I'm going to use 7.071. So I'm going to have 2 cases. Actually, let's write this. -2 plus minus 7.071 over 3. When you get up to here, you know you have 2 cases. Take a minute, write down case 1, and write down case 2. Case 1. I write down case 1 because it helps me distinguish which one I'm working with. -2 box 7.071 over 3. In case 1, I like to start with the positive first. So guys, gals, sub it in and punch in your calculator. Tell me what the answer is. Okay, no tricks. So I'm going to go -2 plus 7.071 divided by 3. Bada bing. Bada bing. 1.69. So I write down 1.69 because I only want it up to 2 decimal places. I want you to do case 2 now. Same concept, no tricks. I like to write down case 2. Everything stays the same, but look at this box now. It's going to be different. This is going to be minus. Do the exact same thing. So we go -2 minus 7.071 divided by 3, and you have -3.02. Okay. -3.0. What was it? 2. Voila. And these are my 2 answers. This is simple. In this case, we're going to say you have 2 different solutions. We're going to have 2 different solutions. What if I give you this question? I want you to solve. Let's say I work through it and I have -3 plus minus root 0 over 3. I want you to find all my answers. Let's say I completed this. I did the quadratic formula. I got up to here. Your question is, what is my answer to 2 decimal places, if possible? I'm going to pause it. -1, +1. Interesting. Harneet, how many solutions do you have for this one? How many? What's your solution? I have 2 answers, 2 solutions and 1 solution. I don't know who's right yet, so let's do this slowly. So we go case 1. Okay. the square root of 0 is just 0. So let's do just negative 3 plus 0 over 3. That equals to negative 1. Okay. If I do case 2, negative 3 minus 0 over 3. Would you agree negative 3 minus 0 over 3 is the same thing as negative 1? Hey, in this case, really, it's just one solution. Because negative 1 and negative 1, they're really the same thing. So here is an example of only one solution. Try this one. What if I give you this? Negative 5 plus negative 320 over 4. How many solutions would you have for this one? Keep it simple, nothing too bad. Sammy, how many solutions? 0 solutions. Darren, how many solutions?
0.
Why do you say 0, Darren?
Math error.
Sorry?
Math error.
Math error. The reason why it's a math error is you can't square root a negative number. So in this case, you have 0 solutions. Guys and gals, this is your next lesson for today. This is called nature of the roots. These right here, I'm going to put a little bubble. Just bubble this. 0 solution. 1 solution. These are called your nature of the roots. So when I ask you the nature of the root, it means how many solutions are there? And I have 2 solutions. There's only 3 possible answers you can give me. So your lesson today is actually called discriminants. Discriminant. Now, discriminant really refers to this. It means you're going to get this word called nature. Oh, I'm going to pause it. So guys, this is called nature of the root. Okay? Nature of the root. When I talk about nature of the root, it really refers to how many solutions you have. How many solutions. So in the exam, we ask you, what's the nature of the root? It means how many solutions. Just by looking, without solving, your task is to figure out what's the nature of root. 30 plus negative 425 over 6. Without solving this, they're going to ask you, what's the nature of the root? Okay. Harsh, what do you think? 2 solutions, why? When it refers to nature of root, would you agree the only thing that matters is this stuff? That's it. Because if I give you a question like this, again, it could be some large number. It doesn't matter what I give you. Negative 20,000. I don't have time here and plug this in on my calculator. Serena, what's the nature of root? Whoa, sorry, I didn't hear you in my ears. I was listening to music. It's 0, that's correct. Why do you say it's 0, Serena? Because it's negative. So guys and gals, that's called nature of the root. Just means how many solutions. Now, what does discriminant have to do? Discriminant really refers to the stuff inside the square root. Now, discriminant has a formula, b squared minus 4ac. Because would you agree that's the stuff inside the square root? If b squared minus 4ac is greater than 0, you have 2 different solutions. Okay. Again, no tricks. B squared minus 4ac is, because I just showed you. B squared minus 4ac equals to 0. Pawan, in this case, how many solutions would you have? 1 solution. Sometimes one solution, or some books, what they like to do is this. They say 2 same solution. Because in our last example, we used -1 and -1. Every book is different. You cannot just say two solutions. If you use the word two, I want you to highlight this word same. Okay. Every book is different. The way they teach you, and some say two same solution really means one solution. Okay. So let's look at that example right here. They have two solutions, -1 and -1. These are the same. If you write down two solutions, that's wrong. I need to see the word different. So again, I want to highlight this word for me, please. Different. That's what we'll be looking for. If you use the number 1 solution, it's fine. I don't need to see the word same. So I'm going to repeat again. If you miss out on these words, I will mark it wrong. Because when you say two solutions, it has to be different or the same. And finally, b squared minus 4ac less than 0. This has no solution. So guys, voila. For this one, I accept one solution, or if you want, you can say two same solution. Whatever makes you happy. One solution is probably the easiest for now, because there's. Okay. I'm going to give you a question. Your question says, find the nature of the root. Nature of the root. Good luck. 4x equals to 3x squared minus 10. Solve it. Or find it. I'm not asking you to solve, I'm asking you to find the nature of the root. Alright guys, so I walked around, and the debate right now is either 0 solutions or 2 solutions. I'm going to say about 40% of you think it's 0 solutions. 60% of you think it's 2 solutions. First thing is, look, my quadratic equation is not in standard form yet. I want it equal to 0, so let's move it over. 3x squared, always write it equal to 0, minus 4x minus 10 equals to 0. I'm looking for the nature of the root, so I know that I don't have to use that whole formula. I just need to plug in b squared minus 4ac. That's all I'm going to do. Guys, plug this in and tell me what number it is. B squared is 16 minus 4 times 3 times negative 10. See, look what I'm doing. Okay, no tricks. 16 plus 120. The reason why it's a plus is because I have a negative sign here and a negative sign here. So my nature of the root is 136. Amar, if it's 136, how many solutions do I have? 2 what? Ah, good. Please, on your exam, I'm going to say this right now, do not say 2 solutions. Because I don't know if you're mentioning same solution or different solution. I want you to be precise. You're going to say 2 different solutions. If you mention 2 solutions, I will mark this wrong. You're going to come up crying to me later. I know you will. Okay? Guys, the key word here has to be different. The reason why is 136 is greater than 0. Here is your challenge question for today. Super, no, I'm going to walk around. I want to see who can get this question right. I have some cards to give away. Good luck. Some of you did poorly in that quiz. Use these cards to cancel it out later. Your question is this. 30x squared. No, sorry, 3x squared. Plus 6x equals to c. For what value of c what value of c will give no solution? For what value of c will give no solution? Good luck. I'm going to give you about 4 minutes. First of all, I always say, remember, quadratics you want to equate it to 0. So first of all, let's move this over and get it to 0. 3x squared plus 6x minus c equals to 0. Okay, no tricks. I keep it simple. Now, I want no solution, which means I'm talking about the nature of the root, which means I want discriminant. B squared minus 4ac, that has, if I want to be equal to no solution, would you agree it has to be less than 0? Okay, so let's plug in right now what I have. B squared is 36 minus 4 times 3 times, again, be careful, this is negative c, less than 0. Okay, I have 36 plus 12c is less than 0. I want to solve for c now. Move the 36 over. 12c is less than negative 36. c is less than negative 3. That's your answer. Your answer is every number smaller than negative 3. Okay, that's why I say it's not a simple number. It could be negative 10. It could be negative 6. Try this question now. You should be able to do this once you figure out the trick. mx squared minus 4x plus 3 equals to 0. For what value of m do I have two different solutions? And notice I use the word different. I don't simply say two solutions, I say two different solutions. I want you to find for what value of m do I have two different solutions. I'm going to pause it, let you who haven't I picked in yet? I think I picked Raman, question. It was an exact number, it's fine. But it should be greater than something. I'm referring to two different solutions, so right off the bat, I know we're talking about the nature of the roots. Okay? So for now, I'm going to go b squared minus 4ac. Crystal, what goes after b squared minus 4ac? Oh, no, not equal to 0. Because I wanted two different solutions. So therefore, it has to be greater than 0. Okay? Now, we're just going to plug it in. Keep it simple. 16 minus 4 m times 3 greater than 0. 16 minus 12m. I'm going to guarantee some of you will make mistakes here. Solve for m. I'll show you why some of you are going to make mistakes. So what's m going to be? So this is going to be a negative 12 m negative 16. Here comes the fun part. What's m? Let's see how we can see it right through the trick. Sorry? 4 by 3 is correct, but which way is the sign facing? This thing now switches. When you divide by a negative number, the sign switch. So let's write this down. Star. When you multiply slash divide by a negative number, the inequality switch. The sign switches. This is crucial. It only works if you're multiplying or dividing. See, I'm dividing this by negative 12. So watch what happens. M, this becomes 16 over 12. But look at my sign now. My sign changes to the other way. I know some of you will fall for the trick. M, so my final answer is 4/3. Guys and gals, that's how we do discriminants. And that's how you master discriminants. Nothing too bad. I'm going to give you the rest of your work. You're going to spend the rest of the time working this. And tomorrow, your quiz will be on 2 things, discriminants and using the formula. Your test will be pushed back to Wednesday instead, because I don't have enough time to go over this with you. Tomorrow, we're going to do applications and then review, and then that wraps things up. So your homework. Page 254 again. Numero 1, 2. And finally 7. I want you to write at number 1. Do not check answers. It asks you to check your answer graphically, but you don't have to draw a graph. Do not check. Graphically. Take a look at number 7, please. It says solve using the method of your choice. For number 7, you can use any method you like, completing a square, factoring, or quadratic formula. I advise you always try to factor first. If that doesn't work, you have a choice, completing a square or quadratic formula. It doesn't matter which one you use. Factoring should always be performed first. That's a key. And that's it for today, guys and gals. We are done.